các anh chị trong suốt khóa học 3 ngày này, nên là các anh chị hãy cứ an tâm và tự tin. Việc còn lại chúng ta lại tập trung, và nếu anh chị nào có câu hỏi thì có thể giơ tay lên và hỏi thầy, được không ạ? Hello. Yeah. Một trong những bí quyết để có thể kiếm được tiền đó là phải vui, đúng không? Nên là bây giờ chúng ta nhìn mọi người trong bàn của mình và nở nụ cười đi ạ. Rồi, chúng ta sẽ không mất nhiều thời gian nữa. Và các anh chị đã sẵn sàng chưa? Chưa đã. Sẵn sàng chưa? Ok. Chắc là chúng ta phải dành một tràng pháo tay thật lớn để bắt đầu buổi sáng hôm nay với LF2.
Okay, thank you very much. Xin chào, good morning everyone. Good morning, great to see all of you here today. And I'm very happy for you that you've made this very life-changing decision to be here. Because the next 3 days, you'll be learning the most powerful investing and trading strategies that can really help you to build your wealth in your life. Alright? So before I start, if you need help translation, right, please wear your earphones. Right, just check to make sure it's working. Okay? So test 1, 2, 3. Does it work? Does it work? Okay, if it doesn't work, let my team know, say they can change it for you. Right? Right. Let's make sure everyone is working before we start. Who needs help? Who's not working? You need help? Yeah, please raise your hands. Guys, can you please help? Yeah. Some of them need to change. Go there. Let me check mine as well. Yeah, I need one as well. Okay. Needs help? Guys, please check behind. Yeah. Who needs help?
Do we test? Do we?
Some not working, some still not working. Yeah. I think Ruby's gonna keep talking. Okay, are we okay? Can everyone hear? Who's not working? Oh, now more are not working.
Các chị nếu mà cây nhỏ chúng ta có thể bật cái điều chỉnh volume.
Are we okay? Who else needs help? Ooh, yes. Okay, great. I think most of you are ready. That's good. Yeah. So, how many of you here have invested in the stock market before? Raise your hands. Okay. And how many of you have invested in the US market before? Okay. How many of you have never invested before? Never put your money in the stock market? Alright, great. So some of you are beginners and some of you are more experienced. No worries. We'll start with the basics and we'll work our way to the very advanced stuff in the next 3 days. Okay. Now, remember that what is the most important investment that you must invest in? Right? Before you invest in the stock market, in the property market, what is the most important investment first? Yeah, investing in yourself. Okay? So you are the greatest investment you can ever make. So by being here for this program, that means all of you have made the best investment decision because you've invested in yourself. So can you give yourself a big hand for being here today? Come on. So how many of you want to get the highest return from your investment? The highest return. Say aye. Okay, so how do you get the highest return? Very simple. Is to participate. Okay? The more you participate, the more you will learn, the more you will benefit. So for these 3 days, really participate 100% in the program. Okay? So what do I mean? Number one is ask questions. Okay? So anytime you don't understand, please stop me and say, Adam, can you explain again? Can you repeat what you said? I'll be happy to explain as many times until you understand. Okay? So please ask. Don't pretend to understand. Alright? Some people, they don't understand, they don't ask. They just sit there, alright? And they get lost and they cannot follow. So if you do that, what's happening? You are wasting your time and you're wasting your money. So please don't do that. Please ask questions. Okay? Now, I also like to ask questions. So I like to ask questions to get you thinking. So when I ask you questions, please respond. Okay? Right? If you don't know the answer, just guess. If you guess and you get it right, is it good? Good. It confirms what you know. If you guess and you get it wrong, is it good? It's better. Why? Because now you learn something new. Correct? Yeah. So make all the mistakes in this program. Make all the mistakes here. Because here, mistakes are free. When you go out there, mistakes are very expensive. Okay? Great. And at times I'll ask you to repeat what I say. So please repeat what I say. Good. When you keep repeating what I say, your brain keeps working. Right? You keep being alert and you will remember much better. Okay? So when you keep responding, I know you're still awake. There are some people who can sleep with their eyes open. I know. They go into the screensaver mode. Okay? So don't do that, right? Alright, great. So I discovered that when people come for a program, they come with different mindset, different expectations. So do you think your mindset will affect your success? Yes or no? Yes. So what are the different kind of mindset that people have? Right? I discovered there are some people, they have this first mindset that says, let's see. Yeah. So these are the people, they will just come and they will not really participate. They will not respond. They just sit there this way. And you'll be thinking, let's see. Let's see how good you are. Let's see what I can learn. Talk. Right? Have you seen people like this before? Yeah, they just see, right? Will they participate 100%? No, they just see. Right? So will they learn anything? Yes, they will learn the knowledge only, the intellectual knowledge, but they do not apply. They don't do anything. How many of you agree if you do not do anything, you cannot get results? Yeah? So these people, you tell them, hey, find a partner, do this activity, right? Do this. They don't do it, right? They just see. So in the end, they get nothing, right? And I call these people, I call them what? Tourists. Because they come to just see, not to do, not to practice, not to apply. So in the end, they do not benefit, right? Then there are some people, they come for a program. What is their attitude? Their attitude is, I'm here to give it a try. Right? I'm here to try to learn how to make money. I'm here to try to build my wealth. I'm here to try to become a good investor. Right? How many of you have ever tried to do something before? Like, how many of you have tried to lose weight? Or tried to save money? Okay? So normally when you try to do something, will you succeed? Yes or no? Yes or no? The answer is no. No, most of the time, whatever you try to do, you will not be successful. Because what does try mean? So you say, try. What is try? Does try mean you give 100%? No. Try means you give maybe 50%. Right? 50%. You do things half-heartedly. Right? It's like, you want, I don't want, I want, maybe I can. Right? And so people who try, right, will they take action? Yes, they will take action as long as it is easy, right? Easy, I do. Difficult, how to do? Right? They will only take action if it is convenient. So that means they say, when I got time, I will watch the market. When I got time, I will do the research. No time, how to do? Right? Now, how many of you agree that in life, to achieve anything good, right, whether business or investing or relationship, anything in life, to achieve is never easy. Correct? Because if it is easy, everybody would be successful. Everybody would be a millionaire. It is not easy. How many of you agree that to achieve anything good in life is never convenient? It's never convenient. It is always inconvenient. Where you have to what? Sacrifice your time. You have to sacrifice your effort, yes or no? Right? So people who try to lose weight, try to make money, they will never succeed. Because along the way, when it gets difficult, what happens? They will give up. The moment they say, I've got no time, no one helps me, it is not convenient, they will not continue. So along the way, they will always give up. They will never reach the success they want. Make sense? Okay? Now, how many of you want to be a millionaire? Say aye. Aye. Okay. How many of you are committed to be a millionaire? Aye. Still so many people? Okay. Now, is there a difference between my two questions? Is there a difference?
Yes.
The first question was one. Second question, committed. There's a difference, right? See, one thing I realize is, in life, less than 10% of people are committed to achieve the success they want. How many percent? Less than 10%. Now, is this good news or is this bad news? Depends on how you look at it, right? I think it is good news. Why? Because if only 10% of people are committed to succeed, easier for me to succeed. Because I have less competition. Many people would give up, yes? More for me, right? But if everyone is committed to succeed, whoa, more tough, right? So this good thing is only 10%. But how about the rest? They do not want to succeed. They want. But see, 90% of people, most people, they want to succeed. They wish to succeed. They hope to succeed. They like to succeed. They think they should succeed. They prefer to succeed. They think it's very nice to succeed. But they are not committed to succeed. And that's the difference. So, what is the difference between committed and want and hope? What's the difference? Action, what else? 100%? Okay. You see, when you are committed to your goal, it's not a wish, it's not a hope, it's not a life. It becomes, yes, and it becomes an absolute must. Okay, everyone say must. Must. When something is a must, when you say I must do it, right? I must become a millionaire. I must increase my income. When it's a must, you think different. Yes, when something is a must to you, it becomes priority number one. Nothing gets in your way. Nothing stops you. When something is a must, you're willing to do whatever it takes. You're willing to do whatever it takes. If it means you have to invest money, you will invest money. If it means you have to change your mindset, you will change your mindset. If it means you have to invest more time, you invest more time. If it means you have to change your habit, you will change your habit. You will do whatever it takes. Now, how many of you believe if you're willing to do whatever it takes, you will always find a way? Say aye. Aye. Yes, absolutely. When you're willing to do whatever it takes, you will always find a way. So I found that to be true in all areas of my life. So many people ask me, Adam, how come you can be so successful? It's not because I'm smarter than people. It's not because I'm luckier. It's not because I'm more talented. But because for me, it is always a must. I must do it. So I do whatever it takes. Right? I never give up. Okay? But of course, when you do whatever it takes, it must be legal, ethical, and moral, of course. Okay? Don't be like Donald Trump. Okay? Anyway. So people who are here, right? They say, I want to succeed, I wish to succeed, I like to succeed. Will they take action? Yes, little bit. These people will take action inside their comfort zone. Only take action if it is easy. Easy, okay, I do it. Difficult, okay, right? They only take action if it's convenient. If I got time, okay, I'll do it. No time, I can do it. Right? So they will stay in the comfort zone. But you know one thing I realized? Everything you want in life, everything that you want in life, all your greatest success lies outside your comfort zone. Alright? It's outside your comfort zone. So to get what you want, what must you do? You must be willing to stretch outside your comfort zone. Yeah, step outside your comfort zone and do things which may feel uncomfortable. Do things that may seem difficult. Right? How do you agree? Something may seem very difficult, but once you do it, it becomes easy. Right? Something may feel uncomfortable, but once you do it again and again, it becomes comfortable. It becomes easy as well. And once you do it many times often, then you have increased your comfort zone. You grow as a person. You are now a better person than who you were. Alright? So, these are the people. What's their mindset? Right? Their mindset is, I am committed to do whatever it takes. Right? And these are the people who become very successful in business, in relationships, in investing, in everything, because of the mindset. Okay? So before we continue, I want you to think which mindset you want to have. Think. Okay? And I want you to turn to the person next to you, on your left, on your right, and tell the person. Alright? Tell the person, do you see, you try, or are you going to do whatever it takes? Ready, go. Tell the person next to you. Come on. Tell the person next to you which mindset you want to have. No pressure, no pressure. No pressure. Don't let me influence you.
Anh tên gì hả? Huy. Anh tên là gì? Anh đây là khóa học đầu tiên của anh. Khóa học đầu tiên anh tham dự lần đầu tiên hả?
Done?
Em làm.
Yeah. How many of you are here to see? See. Try. No. How many of you are committed to do whatever it takes? Say aye. Aye. Really? All of you? Yes. Okay. Good job. That's what you say, huh? That's what you say. Alright, so don't ever tell me no time. Difficult, huh? Okay. Now, why do I talk about this? Because, see, to succeed in anything, to be successful in anything, there are two things we need. The first thing is we need to have the right strategies or the right method. Right? It's like, for example, if you want to be successful in business, must you have the right method, the right strategy? Yeah. Like, for example, you must have the strategy of how to do marketing in business. You must know about marketing, branding, online marketing. You must know about accounting. You must know about management. You must know about operations. You must have all these strategies, right? Okay? But if you have all the knowledge, all the strategies, is that enough to succeed? No, because if this is true, then everybody with an MBA, right? MBA, with a master's in a business education will be a millionaire. Is that true? That's not true. There are many people who have got the MBA, but they cannot run the business, yes or no? Right? If this is true, everyone with a PhD in finance will be a millionaire. But is that true? That's not true. I remember when I went to university in Singapore, I studied finance. And I was taught by all the finance professors. But you know what's the funny thing? All of them cannot make money. They cannot make money in the stock market. But they can teach you about the theory, but they cannot make money. Why? They have the strategy. Why they cannot make money? Because the second thing is more important. It is the mindset. Or we call this the psychology. Alright, everyone say mindset. Mindset. So which one do you think is more important? Yeah, mindset, right? In fact, I would say that out of 100%, the method, the strategy is probably 30 to 40%. Right? And the mindset is 40 to 60 to 70%. Okay? Why? Because you can have the right method, the right strategy. Okay? But do you have the self-motivation to apply what you learn every day? To apply what you learn, to take action until you get the result. Alright? You have the method, but do you have the what? Discipline to follow the rules. To follow the rules. Many people they say, I know what to do. I never do it. I know what to do. I do it tomorrow. Right? They don't have the discipline to follow the rules. Right? They don't have the determination that when things don't go their way, right? Do things always go the way we want? No, things are not always easy. We will always make mistakes. We will always have setbacks, right? But you must have the determination to take the setback, right? That when you fall down, you get up again. Fall down, get up again. Fall down, get up again. Make mistake, learn from your mistake. Keep going forward. Keep moving forward. Have the determination, right? Most people do not have. Yeah. So it's like, for example, if you want to lose weight, does anyone want to lose weight, for example? Okay. If you want to lose weight, is it easy to find the strategy? Yes, just go online. You can read many ways to lose weight. They'll teach you all the ways to exercise, all the different techniques to exercise. You go to YouTube, they teach you all the ways to exercise every day, right? All the ways to cook healthy, yeah? So to find the strategy is there, it's easy. But does everyone who know the strategy, do they lose weight? No. Why? Because they don't have the discipline to exercise every day. They don't have the discipline to take certain food, avoid certain food. Yes or no? And that's why they discovered that out of 100 people who want to lose weight, only 10 actually lose weight. And out of the 10 that lose weight, what happened? 7 of them put back the weight the next year. Right? And it's all because of the psychology. And same thing in business. Same thing in investing. Same thing in trading. Okay? So these 3 days, I will not just focus on the strategy. We will also focus on what? Helping you develop the mindset, the discipline, the psychology. Right? To follow the strategy. Then you'll be successful. Would that be good, guys? Would that be good? Yes. Alright, good. So in order to do this, it's not just about talk, lecture, right? But we are going to do many activities. we're going to play games. You like to play games? Yes, because when you play game, it brings out your emotion. When you play game, it shows your behavior, right? Under stress, under the situation. And we're going to play games that kind of like represent the real life in trading, right? So we're going to be doing that. Alright guys? Okay, good. So with that, let's get started with learning. Yeah? So go to the first page. There's no page number. Let's check. Okay, go to the first page. You should see something like that. Alright, first page. Alright, first page? Yeah, alright. Now, in this program, we're going to be focusing on the stock market, on investing and trading the shares in the stock market, okay? So the first question is, what is a share? When you buy a share of a stock, what are you actually buying? You're buying part of a company, that's right. So when you buy a share, you're buying the right to an ownership of a company and its profits. You're buying part of a company. You're buying part of a business. Okay? So before you buy a company, you must know how many shares are there in total. So we call this shares outstanding. It's called what? Shares outstanding. That means how many shares are there in total. Okay? So for example, this company called Success Company has got 100 million shares outstanding. So what does this mean? That means the company is divided into 100 million parts, right? 100 million pieces. Okay? So there's 100 million shares that are available. Okay? So if you buy 1 million shares from the stock market, now you own 1 million shares out of 100 million. So you own 1% of the company. And you are entitled to get 1% of the profits. And 1% of the voting rights to vote. Right? Of what to do with the company. Yeah? Now how many shares must you buy minimum? Well, most countries in Asia, each time you buy, you have to buy 100 shares. Alright? In Singapore, in Malaysia, I believe also in Vietnam, right? 100 shares. But for the US market, American market, you can just buy 1 share. Right? There's no minimum. Alright? Okay, next. What is the stock market? What is the stock market? The stock market is a place where people go every day to buy and sell shares of companies. Right? So to me, the stock market is like a supermarket. It's like a supermarket of companies, where companies are on sale every day at different prices. So any day you can go to the stock market and buy and sell the shares at different prices every day. Make sense? Okay? Now, good news is the stock market now is on the internet. Alright? So now through your laptop, you can go online through a stockbroker. You can buy and sell shares on the stock market everywhere in the world. Right? US stock market, Singapore stock market, Hong Kong stock market, through a few minutes. Right? Now, let me ask you, if you want to buy a share, must someone sell it to you? Yeah, so for every buyer, there must be a what? Seller, right? Okay. If you want to sell a share, must someone buy it from you? Yes. So for every buyer, there must be a seller. For every seller, there must be a what? Buyer. Agree? Okay. Now think about it. Why does someone want to buy a share? Because they think the price will go up. Agree? Very simple. Okay. So buyers think the price will go up. Okay? What do we call this? We call this bullish. Buyers think the price will go up. That's why they buy, right? So we say they are bullish. Okay, everyone say bullish. Okay. Now, how about seller? Why does the seller want to sell the share? They sell the share because they think the price will go down. That's why they sell. So we say that they are bearish. All say bearish. Okay? So buyers think the price will go up, sellers think the price will go down. Right? Okay. Now just now what did we say? We said for every buyer there's a seller. For every seller there's a buyer. So what does it mean? It means that for every person who thinks the price will go up, the other person thinks the price will go down. That's why they trade. Yes, sir. So what does it tell you? It tells you that nobody can agree where the price is going. Nobody knows where the stock price is going. Nobody knows. Because if everyone thinks it's going up, who will sell? Nobody will sell. And there cannot be a stock market. If everyone thinks the price go down, who will buy? Nobody will buy. And there's no stock market. So for there to be a stock market, for there to be buying and selling, is because different people all think different. One person think go up, the other person think will go down. That's why there's a stock market. Make sense? No one can agree. Okay? So what makes the price go up and down? Okay? So if there's more buyers than sellers, demand more than supply, the price will go up. When there's more sellers than buyers, supply more than demand, price will go down. That's right. So in other words, when the bulls, we call these people bulls. When the bulls are stronger than the bears, the price goes up. When the bears are stronger than the bulls, the price will go down. Okay? Now, to make money, should you be a bull or bear? You must know when to be a bull, you must know when to be a bear. So you must be a bull when the bulls are in control of the market. Then you make money. You must be a bear when the bears are in control of the market, then you make money. Okay? But if you are a bull, when the bears are in control, you lose money. So you must know who is in control. And you must follow the market trend, the market direction. Understand? Okay. So let's take a quick look at this. Right? So every day the stock price goes up and down. Right? Every day the price goes up and down, right? What drives the stock price? Again, is demand and supply. Right now, what makes people buy and sell? What makes people buy one day and sell the next day? What makes people buy and sell? Is it logic? Is it logic? We like to think it's logic. But the truth is, people are not always logical. How do you find that most people don't make decisions based on logic? Based on emotion. Yes, same thing in the stock market. So very often, the buying and selling is driven by emotion. Two emotions, fear and greed. When people are fear, scared, they sell. When people are excited, they buy. So it is the emotion that drives the price up and down every day. It is the emotion. Okay? Can emotion change very fast? Yes, emotions can change very fast. What changed emotion? News, right? So whenever there's a news, people react to the news, right? And the emotion change and the price move. Does it make sense? Okay? So let me give you an example. So let's say on a certain day, there's some good news. Alright, there's a news that people interpret as good news. And you go, yes, alright, that's good news, right? So there's many people who want to buy. Many bulls. And there's less people who want to sell. Okay, on this day. Now, buyers will always bid. Or say buyers bid. Bid. Or say bid. Buyers always bid. Bid. Sellers ask. Okay. What does this mean? Bid means they are willing to offer to buy at a certain price. Like they will say, okay. I want to buy at $1. I offer $1. I will buy at $1. This is called bid. Now seller always ask. No. I want more. So sellers will ask for maybe 105. Okay? So when the market is open, there's always the bid and the what? The bid and the ask. Okay? So what is the difference? What's the difference? It's called the spread. So in this case, the spread is what? 5 cents. Make sense? Okay? So, can there be a transaction? Can there be a transaction? No, because I want to buy at $1, he want to sell at 105, right? Okay, so what happened? They will bargain until somebody change, right? And there's a match. So on this moment, who is more desperate? The buyer or the seller? Buyer. Why? Because there's many buyers. They say we want to buy, it's going up, we want to buy. But only few sellers, right? So what do you think they do? Yeah, they will increase their offer. Because imagine you are here, you are queuing up, right? You must queue up. So if you want to buy now, because you think the price go up, you want to jump the queue, right? You want to jump the queue. How to jump the queue? Offer higher price and then you jump the queue. So this person say, okay, I want to buy now, Okay, 105, okay. So he will raise it to 105. And then when there's a sale, there's a transaction, right? So this will buy, this will sell at 105. So the price become 105, last done. It's called what? Last done. It's called what? Last done means the last transacted price is 105. Okay? So now what happened? Now, how many more buyers? How many more buyers now? We have got 4 more buyers. How many sellers? No more seller. No more seller at this price. Alright? But the buyer, they want to buy. They say it's going up. We want to buy. But nobody sell at this price. So what they do? Increase the offer to attract more seller. So they say, okay, 106. Anybody? 107? 108? And because there's few seller, the seller say, okay, you want maybe $1.50. What? My bid. Ask 150. So if they really desperate, they want to buy weapon, they would offer 150 to match the seller, and then transact, and the price go to what? 150. Alright? So that means what drives the price up and down every day? It is not the company. It has got nothing to do with the company. It's got nothing to do with the profit. It's got to do with the buyer and seller on that day, how they feel. Does that make sense? That's what drives the stock price. Okay? Now on the other hand, the next day, let's imagine there's some news that people are bearish. So what happens the next day? Alright, North Korea decide to start the war. So now people are scared. Oh, there's going to be a war. So now many people want to sell. Many sellers. Oh, sell! Scared! And only few brave people want to buy. Right? So again, buyers what? Buyers? Buyers? Seller? Ask. Okay, so the buyer maybe they bid $5. Okay, $5, buy $5. The seller will always ask a bit more, right? For example. So again, what's the difference? Spread. So the spread is about 5 cents. So again, can that be a transaction? No, I want to buy at 5, you want to sell at 505, right? So again, bargain, 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 until someone change, someone give way. Who is more desperate on this day? Who is more desperate? Seller, right? Because many sellers, they say, we want to sell. It's going down, we want to sell. So imagine, you are here, you want to quickly sell, but you are queuing up. But you want to quickly sell, what do? You desperate. Okay, lower my asking price, right? So you lower to maybe $5. And then, when there's a buy at 5, then it will transact. So the last price is what? Last done, $5. Right? So after sell, buy. How many more seller? There's four seller more, right? They want to sell, it's going down. But no more buyer at this price. So now they are desperate, they will have to lower their asking price. Right? So they say $4.99. Anybody want to buy? Please, please, please. No? Okay. $4.98. Anybody want to buy? Buy? No? Okay. $4.90. Want to buy? So they keep lowering until it's cheap enough. Maybe $4.50. Then the buyer say, okay, get $4.50. Okay, very cheap. I buy. And there's a transaction, and the price dropped to $4.50. So that's what happens every day. This is what changes the price up and down every day. Okay? Now, for you guys, you don't have to worry about this. This is what happens during the day. Don't worry about it. What we care about is at the end of the day. At the end of the day, what is the closing price? That's what we're concerned. Make sense? So I explained this just for your general knowledge. But you don't have to look at this every day. Make sense? Okay. So, any questions on this? Do we understand so far? Are we okay? Okay. So let me ask you a question. Okay, let's imagine that this stock Apple, right? Let's imagine now okay, let's imagine now the bid is 150, the ask is 150.1. Okay? Now, if you want to buy the share now at the market price, which price would you pay if you want to buy now? Who says you will buy at bid?
Us.
Who say you buy at ask?
Us.
Yes. Why? Because when I buy, I want to buy from a seller. I want to buy from a seller. So I must see what is the seller asking. Whatever they're asking, I have to pay. Understand? Okay. What is this called? This is called buy at the market price. That's right. Okay, everyone say buy at market price. So whenever you click the buy order, you must tell the broker what kind of order it is. So if you tell the broker, I want to buy at the market price, what happened? You will buy at the ask. You will buy at whatever the seller is asking, you will buy the price. Okay? So when you buy at the market price, you guarantee to get the shares. Will you definitely get the shares? Will you definitely get the shares? Yes, definitely will get the shares. But is the price guaranteed? The price you pay is not guaranteed. Why? Because this one changes all the time. This one changes every second, change, right? So you may see, hey, this is the price. When you click buy, it takes a few seconds to go to the market. By the time it reaches the market, maybe this changed to 150.12 example. And you will buy at what is the market price at the time. Make sense? Okay, so I repeat. When you buy at the market price, you guarantee to get the shares. But the price you depends on what it is. Understand? Okay? Now, do I buy using market price? When I buy, do I use market price? Yes or no? No. I never buy using market order. Okay? Now, another way to buy is using what? Limit order. Limit. Okay, have you ever gone to a shop and you say, hey, that's a nice painting. How much is the painting? They tell you, oh, this is the price of the painting. And you say, expensive. How about 147? How many of you have ever bargained before? Whereas I go to the shop, the seller says this price, you say, no, I only want to pay 147. Have you done that? So in the stock market, you can also do the same thing. You put a limit order. Limit order means you want to buy lower than the market price. You want a discount. Okay? Understand? Okay, so if you put a limit price of 147, what happened? Will you get the shares? Not guaranteed. You may not get the shares. So if the price keep going up, you don't get it. You only will get the shares if the price drop to 147, then you buy it. Okay? So when you use a limit order, what happens? The price you buy, guaranteed. But not guaranteed you get the share. Okay? Now what if the price from 150.1 is suddenly dropped to 145? If it suddenly dropped to 145, will you buy it? You buy at what price? What price will you pay? 145. Yes. So limit order means you want to buy it at 147 or lower. Or lower. But this is your maximum. This is your limit. Understand? Okay. Now, who uses limit orders? What kind of people buy using limit orders? Long-term investors. Long-term investor, they buy using limit order. Why? Because they want to buy as cheap as possible. Correct? Because they believe that in the long run, the price will increase. That's why they dare to buy lower now. Understand? Because they believe in the company is a good company. So this is long-term investor. Okay? Now for me, alright, I tend to be more of a short-term trader. Short-term trader. That means you want to buy and sell very fast. Do you use limit order? No. You use what? No. You don't buy using market. You don't buy using limit. You buy using a stock price. Stock. Market. Limit. Okay, let me explain. Limit order means you want to buy lower than the market price, right? Hello? What is stop order? Stop order means you want to buy higher than the market price. Higher than the market price. That means I put my buy stop order at, example, I put it at 151. So what does this mean? This means that only if the price goes up to 151, then it will stop. That's why they call it a stop order. It go there, it will stop, and it will be activated and convert to a market order. Right? And then I'll buy at whatever is the market price at the time. Yeah.
So that means you keep buying until that price, or?
No, you place the order here. Your order is here. Your order is a pending order. It's not activated yet. Your order will only be activated if the price, if the closing price, if the last done price reaches 151 or more, it will activate your order. Then you will start buying it. So if the price goes to 150.5, do you buy? 150.9? 150.99? No. Only 151, buy at the market price. Yeah, then you buy also. So 151 or higher. Okay, correct. So let's imagine you have this order here, 151, buy stop. If the price suddenly jump to 152, you buy 152. Because a buy stop order means it converts to a market order. Once it is activated, you will buy at the market price. Right? But I'll teach you later, tomorrow or the next day, that we must also put a limit. So it's a buy stop limit. So buy stop limit means when you reach 151, stop, buy the market price, but there must be a limit. You put a certain limit, like maybe the limit is 151.50. So you will never buy above this. This is your limit. Yeah, if not, if you go to 200, you buy at 200. Yeah. So you must have buy stop limit. Okay? You will learn more about this on Sunday. This is just an introduction. Okay? Any question? Now, any question? I'm sure there must be some questions.
No.
If there's no questions, something is wrong. Because people always ask questions when I teach this. Question? Yes. You can ask in Vietnamese, no problem. She will translate for me. Where's the mic? Where's the mic? Okay, Mike. Yeah. What's your question? Oh, why do I want to buy higher? Is it? Very good question. Yes, I'm waiting for the question. So how many of you are thinking, why do you want to buy higher than the current price? Yeah, why do you want to buy only higher than the current price? Yes. The reason is because, now, who uses this order? This is used by short-term trader. So, short-term trader, we only want to buy if the price goes in our direction. Only when the price go up, then we want to buy. If the price is here, we don't want to buy. Go down, we don't want to buy. We only want to buy if the price goes up. Okay? Why? Let me give you an example. You see, how does the stock price move? Stock price do not go in a straight line. Okay? Stock price move this way. So if the stock is on an uptrend, it will move this way, right? You go up, down, up, down, and then here we anticipate it will what? Continue, right? Right? So see, so price go up like that, down, up, down, and we I want to buy because I think it's going up, right? Okay. So let's imagine now here is $10. Right? So the price go down, $10. So do you want to buy now at market? Buy the market now? No. Why? Because how do you know it's going up? You don't know. Right? Maybe it go down, buy! Right? So you don't buy at market. You want to buy at the limit. So limit means what? The price go down to $10. You say, I want to buy at $10. I want to buy at $8. Limit, right? So what does it mean? That means you will only buy if the price go to $8, then you buy. So you only buy if the price goes down. So as a trader, what? I want to put my order here. Buy at 11 example. So this is a what? Stop order. This is market order. This is what? Limit order. So if I put a buy at stop at 11, what does it mean? I will only buy if the price toing and hit this one, then buy. Then you want. That means if the price go down, I will never buy. So this method is to catch the movement. You understand? Okay, I give an example. It's like, imagine this is Da Nang. This is Ho Chi Minh. This is Hanoi. Right? And then there's a road here. The road is like that. Okay, so you are a hitchhiker. You want to hitch the ride. Now you are in Da Nang. You want to go Hanoi. You're waiting for the car. Alright? So the car is traveling here. The car may turn left. The car may turn right. Where do you want to stand? Yeah. You want to stand here, right? So only when the car turn left, then you get in the car to Hanoi. But if now the car going straight, you say, hey, go into the car, you don't know the left or the right. Then if the car go to Ho Chi Minh, you get the car and you go, Ho Chi Minh, go. You understand? Yeah. Right? But if you are long-term investor, like you heard of Warren Buffett? Warren Buffett is a long-term investor. He buy, he hold for many years. Okay? So for Warren Buffett, he never buy here. He buy where? He buy limit. He buy cheap. Why? Yes, because for Warren Buffett, for long-term investor, if he go down, he want to buy. Go down, he buy more. He buy more when he go down. Why? Because he believe it's a good company. Even he go down, he will eventually go up after a while. Right? Because you see, right? Remember a good company. Can you tell me what's a good company? Example of a good business will definitely go up in the future. Apple. Okay, yeah, maybe Google. Okay, or McDonald's. Right. So what happens is now, and let's say this is in 10 years. 10 years. So if you buy a good business here, like McDonald's, like Google, guaranteed it will be what? Higher in 10 years, yes? But to go there it may This is the stock market. Okay? So for Warren Buffett, because he look long term, so even if he go down, what happen? Never mind. He will buy, he buy. Go up, he buy. You understand? But for short term, we want to what? Buy, sell. Different style. You see? So for Warren Buffett, it's like, right? If the car turn to Ho Chi Minh, he will still go into the car. Then he go Ho Chi Minh, go shopping, go karaoke, and after many years, they go Hanoi. But if you want to go Hanoi now, then you use a buy stop. You see the difference? Different, right? So you must see difference between investor and trader, very different. So in this program, I will teach you two different styles, right? So you decide which style you like. And you can also have two different portfolio. One is a short-term style, one is a long-term style. For me, I've got two different portfolios. I've got long-term and I've got short-term too. So I use different styles. Okay? Yes? Question? Mike? Yeah, who got question? Yeah, you got.
Tôi xin hỏi về cái chỗ giá 151, mình đặt buy stop giá 151 cao hơn cái giá khớp lệnh hiện hành là 150.1. Mình đợi tới cái giá như là thông dịch, mình nghe thì là đợi tới cái giá thị trường nó lên tới 151, nhưng mà hồi nãy trong cái lệnh buy market thì cái giá gọi là mua theo cái giá thị trường, thì cái giá thị trường tức là theo cái lệnh của buy market thì cái giá thị trường là cái giá của người bán họ đặt. Như vậy thì từ cái giá 150.1 theo giá người bán thì nó còn có nhiều người bán đặt giá cao hơn, có thể họ đặt tới 151 ngay cái thời điểm mà giá khớp lệnh là 150.1. Như vậy nếu mà mình đặt buy stop giá 151 gọi là mua theo giá thị trường thì giá thị trường của người bán nó đã có sẵn 151 rồi. Vậy thì nếu mà hiểu theo cái nghĩa thông dịch thì có nghĩa là nếu là đặt buy stop 151 là nó có sẵn cái người bán 151 rồi thì nó khớp ngay. Thì tôi nghĩ rằng mình phải hiểu là đợi cái giá khớp lệnh lên đến 151 chứ không phải đợi giá thị trường lên 151. Tại giá thị trường 151 hồi nãy mình nói là nó đã có nhiều người bán xếp hàng phía sau rồi, không biết phải gì hết. Tức là ý tôi là đợi cái giá khớp lệnh lên đến 151 chứ không phải đợi giá thị trường lên 151.
Now, okay, let me explain again. So a buy stop order is a pending order, right? It is waiting, right? So if you put a buy stop order at 151, okay, that means only if the price reach 151, it will then be activated and it will convert into a market order at that time, right? So if the price goes to 151, it will stop, convert to a market order, and you will buy at 151 or a bit higher. Okay? No. Now the price is here. The price is not here yet. Oh, okay. if someone, okay, even if maybe there's someone queuing to sell at a higher price, but your order will not be activated. Your order is only activated if the last transacted price, if the last done price reaches 151, then your stop order is activated. Okay, do you understand? Yeah. So it must be the last transacted price is 151, then your order is activated. So even if someone is wanting to sell at 158, don't worry, you will not buy at that price. No. It will not be triggered, yes, it will not be triggered. Okay? Okay, good? Okay. Yes?
When the market price at 150 for 10, why we make the order at 151? Yeah, that's because the market price is lower than that price.
Yes. Why we put the order here? Because like I explained, because right now the market price is here. We don't know if it will go up or go down. We don't know. So we want to put our order here, so we only buy if the price goes up in our direction, then it will trigger, and then we buy. If the price goes down, it will not trigger.
But if the price at 150 for 10 is okay, the order is already done or not? Or
Done, it's already done.
to 151?
Yeah, so right now, it is the transacted price is 150. This is the last transacted price.
Yes.
Yeah. Right now the price is here. So you think it will go up, but you don't know. You're not sure. So you only want to buy if it goes up. That's why you have an order here to buy only if the price goes up.
But it's okay, or it's the market mixed together, or when I put on 51.
It's based on the transacted price. It's based on the last done price. It's not based on the bid ask. It's not based on the ask and the bid. It's based on the last transacted price. It's based on the last transacted price. Alright? It's like you also learn in this program. Right? You will also learn in this program. Sometimes the stock will go like that. In a what? The stock will go in a what? Sideways. Right? So maybe the stock is $10 and $12. Right? Right? So you only want to buy if it break up. You only want to buy when it break up. Right? So you only want to buy here. You only want to buy here. So now it's the price at 12, you want to buy. 10 you don't buy. You only want to buy at 13. Because you only want to buy if it break into a new uptrend. You want to catch. Like it's a car, the car is driving here. Right? You don't want to get into the car yet. You wait for the car to turn left. Then when the car turn left, you know the car is going to Hanoi, then you go into the car. Okay? Yeah. Yes.
The price go up, the buy order is activated, and then the price down.
Yeah, of course. It's possible. Yeah. Then you must quickly get out. Right? So if go up, pump, buy, and go down, pump, stop loss, get out. Yes, of course it can happen. It's like you go into the car, then the driver U-turn and rob you. Possible, right? Yeah, of course it's possible. That's why you must always have a stop loss. Right? So if the car go back, get out the car. Okay? Okay. Now, so remember that in the short term, the share price does not always reflect the true value of the company. Right? So a company can be worth $10, but the share price may be selling at $7. Why? Because of emotions. People are afraid. Or sometimes the share price, the company is worth $10, but the share price is selling at $30. It is overpriced. Why? Because people are too excited. Right? Because share prices are driven by the current state of emotions in the market. Alright? It is the emotions that drive the price up and down every day. So in the short term, if you want to make money, you must understand the emotions that drive the price. But in the long term, to make money, you have to know about the business. What is the true value of the business? Is it a good business or lousy business? What is the true value of the business? So to make money in the stock market, what must you know? To make money in the stock market, there are two things you need to know. Number one, you must know what is the true value of the company. What is the company really worth? And you must know the direction of the share price based on the emotions. Okay? So let me give you an example. Let's imagine this is McDonald's. Okay? At McDonald's, the value of the share is $120, for example. Let's imagine this is the real value of the share. Okay? And now the price is selling at $80. So is it cheap or expensive? Cheap or expensive? Cheap, right? Yeah, so this is under value. Because you know this is the real value. But now, this is the price. So what should you do? Logically, you want to buy, right? Because you believe it will. What? Because now it's cheap. If now the price is at $200, then it is what? Overvalued, expensive, right? So logically, what should you do? Sell, because you know that it will come down because it's too high, right? So what is this called? This is called fundamental analysis. So this is based on logic, right? Buy low, sell high, right? Logic, right? But what did I say just now? In the short term, the stock market is not logical. So sometimes $80 is cheap, right? But cheap can get cheaper. So sometimes you buy 80, it can go to 70, it can go to 60, it can go to 50. Why? Because of emotion. Scared. And sometimes 200, expensive, right? But it can become more expensive. From 200, it can go to 300, it can go to 400. Because people, So that's why you cannot only look at fundamental analysis. You must look at technical analysis. This is analyze the what? Emotions of the market. Alright? So with technical analysis, we analyze, is the price on a uptrend or the price on a what? Downtrend. Alright, so later you will learn how to identify the trend. Now, when a price on an uptrend like that, what does it mean? What does it mean? That means people are bullish. People are excited. So on an uptrend, the price tend to go higher. Right? So what you want to do? Uptrend, what you want to do? Buy. On a downtrend, what does it tell you? People are what? People are bearish. People are scared. So downtrend, the price tend to keep going down. So on the downtrend, what you want to do? Sell. Right? Alright, so these are two different ways to analyze the market. Fundamental and technical. Now, sometimes can there be a conflict? Can there be a difference? Yeah. So for example, now McDonald's is at $80, right? So based on fundamental, you should buy, right? But what if it's on a downtrend? Then based on downtrend, you should sell. So which one you follow? You follow this one, this one. Same thing. Let's imagine now the price is at 200, right? So expand. See, based on this, go buy, sell. But it's on an uptrend. So based on uptrend, buy. Which one you follow? Which one you follow? Which one more important? Fundamental or technical? Yes, depend on your style. Long-term or short-term style. Right? So for example, a person like Warren Buffett. Warren Buffett, long-term investor. He do not look at technical at all. He do not look at this. He only look at fundamental. So low he buy, high he sell. But for short-term trader, right? Short-term fast, don't look at fundamental. Look at technical. Uptrend buy, downtrend sell. Okay, I'll give you an example. Right? Let's imagine you want to date a girl. You want to go out with a girl. Which one more important? The fundamental of the girl or the technical of the girl? Okay, let me explain. Fundamental means what? The girl, good character, very intelligent, good values, right? Good fundamental, right? Technical means sexy, hot. Which one more important? Depends, right? If you want to marry for long term, you want to bring home to show your mother, this one more important, right? There must be good person, good character, can cook, can look after people, right? But if for one night, short time, is it important? You say, before we go to the bed, I want to check your university degree. No. You just look at technical, right? Hot, sexy, go, right? Same thing, right? So for short-term trading, only as long sexy, bam, buy. Right? But for long-term investment, make sure good business. Now, I always find, you know what's the best? Both together. Is that the best? That means sexy, hot, and good character. Right? So, the best is when the stock is undervalued and uptrend. That's the sweet spot. Correct? So we call that value momentum. Yes? Yes. Okay. Later, after this, I'll teach you a way to estimate. Is it expensive or cheap? Right, I'll teach you now. Yeah, I'll teach you now. Yeah, good. Yes, I'll teach you. Good question. Any other question? Do you understand better? Yeah, okay. So, let me just teach one more, then we take a break. Alright, which is to estimate, is it cheap or expensive? Okay? Alright. Okay, let me give you an example. Right? So, let's imagine I have a restaurant. I've got a few restaurants. My restaurant earns $1 million a year net profit. What is E? Earnings. Earnings is the same as profit. Okay? So I have got a restaurant that earns $1 million a year net profit. And my restaurant runs by itself. It's got the best chef, the best manager. It runs by itself. Okay? But I own the restaurant. I want to sell my restaurant because I want to retire. I want to go on a holiday. Okay? How many of you want to buy my restaurant? Wants to buy my restaurant? Make $1 million a year. Yes? Yes? Okay. What price would you pay? Give me a price. What price you think is a fair price to buy? 3 million. 10 million. So? 5 million. 50 million. Then later outside we talk. Some more?
1 million.
1 million. 2 million. 800,000. What do you think is a fair price? 3 million? You think also?
Yes.
Any higher? Any higher? Give me better price.
4.
5. 4.
Yeah.
5. 5. 5. 5 million. Maybe I'll sell it. Okay. Alright. Yeah, so you find that a business that earns 1 million a year, the fair price is about 3 to 5 million, right? Why? Because you think that if you buy, how long you take to break even? 3 to 5 years, right? Huh? Yeah. So this is a fair price, yes. So what do we call this? We call this the PE ratio, which is called the price to earnings ratio. So you take the price of the company. Let's say the price is 5 million that you want to buy, divide by the profit, 1 million. So what's the PE ratio? 5 times. So that means you are willing to pay 5 times earnings. Make sense? Okay. So for most private company, this is a fair price, about 5 times. Alright? Now, if my restaurant now lists on the stock market, it become a public company, lists on the stock market, can I command a higher price? Yes. So most companies on the stock market, what do you think is the PE ratio? Let's look at a few examples. Right? Okay, so example, name me a company. Apple. Okay, Apple. This one. Yeah. What is the PE? 17 times. Can you see? 17 times. What does it mean? That means for every $1 the company earned, people are now paying 17 times for their profit. 17 times. Right? 17. Okay, another company? Google, which is now called Alphabet, right? Is selling at 31 times. Okay? Now, Amazon. You know how much? Amazon. 50? 50? 285 times. 285 times each. Okay. Facebook. 30 times. Let's look at some Vietnamese company. Okay, let's say look at Vinamilk. Vinamilk is 28 times. Right? 28 times for Vinamilk. Alright? So you can see that the PE ratio for the listed company is what? Normally it's between 15 to about 25 times. This is the average. But you saw just now Vinamilk is what? Okay. 28. Right? Amazon is 200. Facebook is 30. Right? So what does it mean? So now if my restaurant lists on the stock market, what is the earnings? What's my earnings? say 1 million. I make 1 million a year. But now, what is the price I can sell my company? I can sell 25 times. So now my company is worth $25 million. So that's why people, they want to list their company on the stock market. Why? Because the value multiplied from 5 million, now my business is worth 25 million. Right? So why are people willing to pay 15 to 25 times? Why they pay so many times? That means, do you need 15 years to break even? 25 years to break even? Then why? Why they pay so much? Yeah. Because they believe that this profit will grow. Right? They believe that a listed company, the profit will grow to 2 million, grow to 3 million, right? That's why they're willing to pay 25 times for future profit. Right? Now question, how high is too high? Is Amazon too high? 200 times too high? Vinamilk too high? 28 times too high? What is too high? It depends on the growth of the company. Growth. Okay, so this is the formula. This is the formula. The company's PE ratio should be ideally equal to the earnings growth rate. Okay? So that means if the company is growing at 15% a year, the profit growing at 15% a year, the PE ratio should be 15 times. Then this is considered fair price. Okay? So we use a ratio called the PEG ratio. PEG ratio. Everyone say PEG ratio. Okay. What is PEG ratio? What is this? This is this divided by this. So it's a PE ratio divided by what? Earnings growth rate. So the PEG ratio should be 1. So 1 means it is fair price, fair price. Not expensive, not cheap. If it is more than 1, that means it's expensive. Less than 1, cheaper. So this is roughly how you tell if a stock is expensive or cheap. Okay? So let me give you an example. Let's imagine there's a company A and company B. 2 companies. Company A, the PE ratio is 3. So PE ratio is 30. Which one is more expensive? Who say A more expensive? Who say B more expensive? Who say cannot tell? Cannot tell. Why? You don't know the growth. What if I told you company A, the earnings growth rate is 1%? Then what's the PEG ratio? The 3. Very expensive. This one, the earnings growth rate maybe 50%. Company grow at 50% every year. The profit grow at 50% every year. Then the PEG ratio is what? It's very cheap. Very cheap. Expensive. Right? So the PE ratio has no meaning until you compare with the what? The growth of the company. Understand? Okay? So normally, 1 is fair price. Less than 1, cheap. Very cheap company, very cheap. More than 1, expensive. Now, many people think that they should only buy if the PEG ratio is less than 1. If you do that, yes, you buy very cheap company, but you miss out a lot of the good company. Because many of the good company, the PEG ratio is more than 1. Right? So I would say that more than 1 is okay, but not too high. So say 1.6 to 1, it is okay to invest. But if it's more than 1.6, then it's very expensive. Understand? Okay. Later, we'll take a quick break. When you come back, I'll show you examples of different companies that are cheap and expensive. Right? And you will see, you can compare. Alright? Which companies are cheap, which companies are expensive based on this. But for now, just understand this first. Right? Are we okay so far? Alright, okay. So let's take a quick tea break. Right? We come back in about 15 minutes. Yeah? Thank you.